My name is Lucas Campbell. Together with my friend Mia Miller, we discovered the truth. Monsters are real. Now, we're going on the search for them. After finding the most unique creature we'd ever seen, only to find it firebombed to oblivion, we decided that we needed to take a break. After returning to the States, we spent a few days in Texas to decompress and brainstorm our options. Oh, you know what we could do?
What?
Appalachian Trail. Do some hiking, clear our heads. You'd like that, right?
Ooh, that does sound nice. But, I don't know. Should we really just take a break?
Come on, we need some normalcy after Mexico. Besides, we could still do some research there, but keep things nice and simple.
Okay, sounds like a deal.
I wanted Mia to take her mind off of cryptids for a while, so I decided to not tell her my plans until after we hit the road.
Come on, all you said is Appalachian Trail. That is so incredibly vague. Where are we going?
Okay, fine. We're going to Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay, yeah, I can do that. But you said we'd still be researching?
Sure thing, if you're up for it.
Yeah, I think so. Do you have a cryptid in mind already?
I sure do.
Were you planning on telling me about it?
I guess I can do that. It would be the Appalachian Black Panther.
Let me guess. It's a panther?
Oh, you're good at this game. 10 points.
All right. What else can you tell me?
Well, first of all, did you know panthers aren't a real thing?
Panthers are most definitely a real thing.
Yeah, okay, but I thought panthers were a species. They're not.
What do you mean?
Well, a panther refers to any large cat with melanism. Usually jaguars in the Americas or leopards in Africa and Asia. I'm sure you know, but melanism is the opposite of albinism, so they end up looking all black.
Okay, enough about normal cats. Tell me about the cryptid. So, there's some kind of panther running around in the Appalachian Mountains?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. There aren't many concrete sightings, but there have been reports through the years of black panthers all throughout the Appalachian region. The earliest I can find is from the 1800s. A settler in Arkansas named Emily Stacy reportedly shot and killed one with a musket when it tried getting into her house. In 1843, a guy by the name of Sir William Jardine published a scientific compendium of big cats. He actually mentions 2 species of black cougars that were supposedly killed in America in the 1700s and put on display in London. But if those bodies ever existed, there's no trace of them today.
Okay, so it's a mountain lion with melanism. How's that a cryptid?
Apparently, there are some cats that are not affected by melanism, including mountain lions. Or at least, there's never been proof of one. Oh, speaking of which, did you know mountain lions are also the same thing as pumas and cougars? Another cat fact.
Interesting. The melanism, not your cat facts.
Also, even though cougars did at one point live all over the country, everything on the eastern half was pretty much hunted to extinction.
F***ing hunters. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's not a cougar, what about jaguars?
That is possible. For one thing, black jaguars do definitely exist. Jaguars were at one point found in the southwestern states, so I guess a jaguar could have made its way eastward.
Yeah, possible, but not likely.
There are a few other options. First, there is the jaguarundi.
What's a jaguarundi?
It's a close relative of the cougar. It's a little smaller and lives primarily in the southwest, but some of them do have brown or gray coats, which might appear black sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a solid bet. Is that everything?
Just one more. The, sad one.
There's a sad theory?
Animal trafficking.
Oh.
Yeah. Illegal animal trafficking is a huge problem throughout the country. I mean, I'm sure it's a problem everywhere else, too. But it's very possible that someone at some point owned an actual black panther, be it a jaguar or a leopard or whatever else, and either it escaped or they let it free, and now it lives in the wild.
So, this is the Appalachian panther?
Yes?
Well, the Appalachian Mountains cover like half of the East Coast. Any reason you chose Tennessee specifically?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't able to find any super recent sightings, but there was one from 3 or 4 years ago.
4 years ago? If there's just an escaped panther roaming around out there, it's probably long gone by now.
I know, but there's nothing more recent to go by. Besides, this is just as much about relaxing as it is about research. We're just going to take it easy and enjoy ourselves for now.
I know.
After a few days driving, we reached Tennessee. We were heading for Kingsport, a town in the northeast corner of the state. So, you want to hear something crazy?
Sure.
So, Kingsport, the town we're going to, I was doing some background research, and in 1916, a circus elephant killed a guy there. The town lost its mind. They ended up sentencing the elephant to a public execution. It was hanged by a crane.
Dude, that's f***ed up.
Tell me about it. After reaching Kingsport and keeping an eye out for killer elephants and angry mobs, we got a room and started looking into nearby trails. We started out the next morning.
You're right. I needed this.
Yeah, I never spent much time outdoors before we struck out to find cryptids, but it's nice. I can see the appeal. What's so funny?
No shit, you never spent much time outdoors. You got seasick on a lake. You ran from a bear.
Hey, I'm still learning.
I know. We'll make an outdoorsman out of you yet.
Let's not get too carried away there.
Well, in that case, how about we actually do some cryptid work?
I guess we could do that. Where would you like to start?
You said the last sighting was a few years back. Have you gotten in touch with the witness?
Not yet. I was waiting to see how we felt.
Well, since we have absolutely nothing else to go on, let's give that a shot first.
You got it, boss. I tried getting in touch with Mike Burton, the last person to report a Black Panther sighting. In the meantime, we spent the next few days just hiking and relaxing, waiting to see if we heard back from him. I got some good news.
Yeah?
Mike Burton has agreed to talk with us.
Oh, great!
Yeah. Fair warning, though, he doesn't sound too thrilled about it, so I'm guessing it'll be a short interview.
It's better than nothing.
So you two are animal researchers?
That would be correct. I'm Mia.
Lucas, we talked on the phone.
Yeah, you wanted to ask me about the panther?
Yes, we were hoping you could tell us about it.
I saw a panther. What more is there to say?
Well, any details you remember. Where you were, what it looked like. Really, anything would help.
Okay, fine. I was leaving my mom's house up near Skeleton Bluff. It was getting dark. I saw a panther. It looked... I don't know. It was a panther. Listen, it was 4 years ago. I can't really remember.
Seriously? That's it?
Okay, you want to know the truth? It jumped out into the road. I was going too fast to avoid it, and I felt a bump.
You ran it over?
I don't think so. Probably just grazed it.
Probably?
Well, it didn't leave any dents in the car. Besides, it's not like I was going to stop and check. What if I just made it angrier?
Fair point.
Besides, I called my mom when I got home. She rehabs animals. She told me she went and checked it out, and she didn't see anything.
But you're sure it was a panther?
Listen, I don't know. I remember thinking it was a panther, but I don't really remember anything else about that night. Sorry.
After a mostly unsuccessful talk with Mike, we headed back to our room for the night. I still can't believe he ran over a cryptid.
Possible cryptid. We still don't have much to go by.
Yeah. Do you think it's the fog, or just an animal they didn't get a good look at?
Well, actually, he never said that he didn't get a good look at it. He just said that he couldn't remember.
That does sound foggy.
Yeah. I guess a cryptid is a little more likely.
What are the odds it's still in the area?
Low. But he didn't really give us anything to go off of. I guess we could go check out where he hid it.
It turns out that the area in which Mike saw the possible panther was mostly residential and surrounded by woods. Even though there were no other reports made around the same time, we thought we'd ask the locals if they'd ever seen anything, which is what we did for the next 2 days. We knocked on about 24 doors, some ignoring us, some answering only to say they hadn't seen anything, before things finally got interesting.
Hello?
Hi there, my name's Mia. This is Lucas.
Hello?
We're wildlife researchers, and we were wondering if you had just a few minutes to talk.
Animal researchers?
Yes, we've been doing some research in the area, and...
Mia?
I'm sorry, but could you step outside for a moment? It's really important.
What's this all about?
I don't want to worry you, ma'am. Please don't panic, but there is a wild animal in your house.
Wait, what?
Do you have a doggy door? Or maybe you left a screen door open?
Don't worry, we can help.
No, I mean, you can see him?
After that, the woman who introduced herself as Donna invited us inside, where we came face to face with the Appalachian Panther.
So, this is Sylvester.
You named it?
Well, he's been living with me for 4 years now, so yes, I named him.
Wait, what?
4 years?
Yes, about 4 years ago, I got a call from my son saying that he thought he might have hit an animal with his car.
Wait a minute. You're Mike Burton's mom?
You know my son?
We, interviewed him as part of our research, actually.
I see. Well, I went to check, and I found Sylvester's mother dead on the side of the road. He was just a kitten at that point.
Mike said you didn't find anything.
I told him I didn't find anything. What was I going to say? You killed a mountain lion and orphaned 2 cubs?
2?
Well, the other one passed away a few weeks after her mother, but I took them both in. I've worked with animal rehabs all my life. I even used to bring them home occasionally. I tried bringing Sylvester to a center, but no one could see him. I thought I was losing my mind. Finally, I decided I would just take care of him myself. I only let a few people over since then, and still none of them could see him.
That's actually why we were here. You see, our research actually focuses on cryptids. They're animals that haven't technically been discovered, but one of the reasons that cryptids are so hard to prove scientifically is that they have this ability. Most people can't see them.
Or take pictures of them.
Yeah, I noticed that. So he's a cryptid?
That's right. Sylvester here is a very special cat.
I'm just glad someone else can see him.
If you don't mind me asking, don't you think living with a giant cat is a little dangerous?
I've raised him since he was just a few months old. I trust him.
But you know he shouldn't just live indoors like a house cat, right?
I know, but he was only a few months old when I found him. You guys research animals? You should know how poorly domesticated animals do in the wild. I've actually been saving up, though. I want to move somewhere more remote, where he would have all the space he needs.
That would be nice. I hope you're able to do that, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help you with it.
Thank you.
After this, we thanked Donna for talking with us and left.
Well, that sure was crazy. Also, that woman is kind of amazing.
Yeah, having your very own pet cryptid? Who'd have thought?
Mia's field notes. Appalachian Panther. The Appalachian Panther is definitely a close relative of the cougar. It looked almost identical, except for the fur being completely black. It's possible that Sylvester is simply a melanistic cougar, but Donna told us that his mother and sister were both all black as well, which suggests that they are a separate, all-black species. He measured 2 feet tall at the shoulders and was just under 6 feet long. At approximately 4 years old, he's most likely fully grown. We actually ended up giving Donna some money to put towards her new house, and Lucas said he would ask for donations on his Monsters Den message board. I really hope their situation works out for the best. End field notes.
The Cryptid Cases has been a production of Little Giant Monsters.
If you enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a review on iTunes.
If you'd like to follow us on social media, search for Little Giant Monsters on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Or visit littlegiantmonsters.com.
Visit our website or Facebook to see Mia's sketches the Monday after each new episode. If you have questions or comments, email littlegiantmonsters@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and see you again soon.